A very good evening to all of you and welcome to Sabha TV. My name is Aditi Nagpal Girotra and you're watching News Tonight, where we bring you updates from India and around the world. Rajya Sabha Chairperson M. Venkaiah Naidu on Wednesday administered the oath or affirmation to 45 of 61 members newly elected to the upper house. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the ceremony was held inside Rajya Sabha chambers during intersession for the first time. Other MPs who were not present for the ceremony will be administered the oath at a later date.
In his remarks after administrating the oath of affirmation, Chairman Naidu urged new members to ensure that their conduct within and outside the House enhances the standing of the institution. He advised members to question themselves if they had acted to enhance the dignity of the institution at the end of each day during sessions and to examine if their conduct was ethical during the intersession period.
Ensuing rule of law is the spirit of our law of the land. It shall begin with your compliance with the rules and procedure of this House. One talisman that I would like to suggest to you is, when the House is in session, at the end of each sitting and before you take to sleep, just ask one question to yourself, that being, if you have furthered the cause of this institution or acted to the contrary. When the House is not in session, at the end of the day, ask yourself if you have acted as per the norms of the right conduct expected of a member of the Parliament. Answer to these simple questions would guide you on the right path.
The chairman also urged members to refrain from disrupting proceedings of the House.
You have been chosen as the lawmakers of the nation. While doing so, you should ensure that your conduct in the House is in conformity with the rules and procedure of this House, and your conduct outside is in line with ethic norms. Don't fall prey to the temptation of disrupting the proceedings of the House for short-term gains, and instead be conscious of your noble responsibility towards enhancing the standing of the apex legislature in public esteem. Ensuring rule of law is the spirit of our law of the land. It shall begin with your compliance with the rules and procedure of this House.
The chairman explained that his plan to administer oath or affirmation earlier had to be put on hold on account of travel restrictions imposed in the wake of COVID-19. He said that even after the restrictions were relaxed, many newly elected expressed concern over travelling long distances. Noting that parliamentary committees resumed meetings this month, Chairman Naidu said the oath-taking had been planned to enable their participation in the committee meetings right away and also in the monsoon session to follow. The chairman said in a day or two, the new members will be nominated on various committees. Constitutional provisions require members to take oath or affirmation before they take part in committees or parliament proceedings.
I have thought of enabling you, all of you, to make oath or affirmation much earlier. But as you are all aware, we have been passing through difficult times due to coronavirus outbreak and the attendant restrictions on travel and the requirement of physical distancing, etc. Quite a few of the newly elected members have expressed concern over travelling long distance for oath-taking, even though restrictions on domestic travel were lifted in May and trail travel was also allowed to a certain extent. For the same reasons, meetings of the parliamentary committees also could not take place till the end of June, and the committees have started meeting in the recent past. Accordingly, today's oath-taking has been organized to enable the newly elected members to participate in the committee's meetings, which are underway at once, and in the monsoon session, which is to follow. I hope to nominate all of you in different committees in a day or two, as per the choice given by you and also by your parties.
The chairman observed that Rajya Sabha completed 68 years of its journey this May. In this context, he said the upper house had been a constructive partner in lawmaking despite the provision to differ with the stand taken by the Lok Sabha on legislative proposals. The chairman also referred to concerted efforts by the centre, the state governments and frontline warriors like doctors, medical staff, security forces, media, etc. to contain the pandemic. Chairman Naidu further told first-time members of Rajya Sabha to enhance their knowledge about the history and contribution of the House during the last 68 years. The objective and course of the freedom struggle, the making of the constitution and the functioning of the parliamentary institutions by reading standard books. He urged seniors to guide first-timers in understanding the functioning of the House. This is Kriti Mishra's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
And now let's take a look at the newly elected or re-elected members who took oath on Wednesday.
Of the 61 members elected to Rajya Sabha, 45 made oath or affirmation on Wednesday. Those members who could not make oath or affirmation will do so during the ensuing monsoon session. Among the BJP members who took oath include Jyotiraditya Scindia and Sumer Singh Solanki from Madhya Pradesh, Nabam Rebia from Arunachal Pradesh, Bhuvneshwar Kalita from Assam, Vivek Thakur from Bihar, Abhay Bhardwaj, Ramila Ben Bara and Narhari Amin from Gujarat, Ramchandar Jangra from Haryana, Indu Goswami from Himachal Pradesh, Deepak Prakash from Jharkhand, Ashok Gasti and Irana Kadadi from Karnataka, Udyan Raje Bhosle and Bhagwat Karad from Maharashtra, Maharaja Lishemba Sanajuaba from Manipur, and Rajendra Gehlot from Rajasthan. From the Congress, the leaders who took oath were KTS Tulsi from Chhattisgarh, Shakti Singh Gohil from Gujarat, Dipender Singh Hooda from Haryana, Mallikarjun Kharge from Karnataka, Digvijay Singh from Madhya Pradesh, Rajiv Sataf from Maharashtra, and Neeraj Dangi and KC Venugopal from Rajasthan. Oath was also administered to JDU's Harivansh and Ramnath Thakur and RJD's AD Singh and Premchand Gupta from Bihar, and to Bikash Ranjan Bhattacharya of the CPIM from West Bengal. Priyanka Chaturvedi from Shiv Sena, NCP Chief Sharad Pawar, and RPI Chief and Minister of State for Social Justice and Empowerment Ramdas Athavale were administered the oath from Maharashtra. 3 MPs from YSR Congress Party who represent Andhra Pradesh include Ayodhya Rami Reddy Alla, Pillai Subhash Chandra Bose and Venkata Ramana Rao Mopi Devi. Representing Odisha, Muzibullah Khan, Subhash Singh, Sujit Kumar and Mamta Mohanta from Biju Janata Dal also took oath. From Tamil Nadu, KP Munusamy of the AIADMK and M. Thambidurai of the AIADMK and GK Vasan of the Tamil Manila Congress also took oath. Oath was also administered to BPF's Biswajit Daimari from Assam and MNF's K. Vanlal Vena from Mizoram. This is Kriti Mishra's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
India's linguistic diversity was on display in the upper house as members took oath in various languages. Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu has always motivated members to speak in their mother tongue for wider reach.
New members, who included 3 women, made oath or affirmation in 10 languages: Telugu, Bodo, Kannada, Manipuri, Marathi, Odia, Tamil, Bengali, Hindi and English.
ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ ಖರ್ಗೆ ಎಂಬ ಹೆಸರಿನವನಾದ ನಾನು ರಾಜ್ಯಸಭೆಯ ಸದಸ್ಯನಾಗಿ
मी प्रियांका विक्रम चतुर्वेदी राज्यसभेची सदस्य म्हणून
मुजीबुल्लाह खान राज्यसभार सदस्य रूपे निर्वाचित होई
The Rajya Sabha now has a facility for the simultaneous interpretation in all 22 Indian languages after the addition of 5 more languages. This had become possible after Chairman Naidu inducted a new panel of interpreters. Kriti Mishra's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
In his remarks to newly elected members, Rajya Sabha Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu noted that they include some veterans and a good number of first-timers. Elaborate arrangements were made by the Rajya Sabha Secretariat to ensure adherence to COVID-19-induced social distancing norms.
45 of the 61 new members elected to the Rajya Sabha in the recent biennial and by-polls took oath or affirmation on Wednesday. 12 sitting members have been re-elected. They include Sharad Pawar, Digvijay Singh, Bhuvneshwar Kalita, Prem Chand Gupta, Harivansh and Ramdas Athavale. Some of the first-time members like Mallikarjun Kharge, Jyotiraditya Scindia and K.C. Venugopal have a vast legislative experience. Subscribing to oath or affirmation is usually done either during the session or in the chamber of the chairman of Rajya Sabha if the house is not in session. But social distancing requirements made it necessary for the oath or affirmation to be administered by the chairman in the Rajya Sabha chamber for the first time. Only one family member or guest was allowed to accompany each member to witness the oath taking. They were accommodated in the Rajya Sabha galleries as per social distancing norms. Kriti Mishra, Rajya Sabha TV.
After the oath ceremony, several newly elected MPs spoke to Rajya Sabha TV. Let's listen in.
My priorities in Rajya Sabha are going to be to support my nation on policy making and implementation of projects on infrastructure, effective implementation on infrastructure, environment and industrial growth.
It is our duty to bring it to the notice of the Government of India to take their support, financial support for the welfare of the weaker sections. That is main important, as well as agriculture. Agriculture is the prime sector of our state.
Lot of issues are pending with state developmental and practice issues. Most probably, first priority is separation of the Telangana. That lot of issues is pending with the central government. Irrigation projects, industrial sectors, all aspects. Collectively, the responsibility will take into follow the issues, all issues, and the part of the Andhra Pradesh state development issues.
To defend our country from any kind of destruction, maybe from foreign country, maybe from internal. So, as long as I am the Rajya Sabha member, my first priority is to defend our nationality, to defend our country.
कैसा डेवलपमेंट हो सकेगा, उड़ीसा में क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, खास करके माइनॉरिटीज़ का क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, इसको राज्यसभा में उठाऊंगा.
मेरी कोशिश रहेगी कि जो आवाम के इश्यूज़ है, जिनकी आवाज़ पार्लियामेंट तक नहीं पहुंच सकती है, उनकी मैं आवाज़ बनूंगा.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Wednesday interacted with newly elected BJP Rajya Sabha MPs.
In an interaction with the MPs, he said that they will certainly make effective contributions to parliamentary proceedings. He also advised MPs on the importance of maintaining constant people connect and embracing latest technology apart from keeping abreast with the latest policy issues, among other important aspects of their responsibilities as BJP parliamentarians.